I've been invisible to women my whole life. Shout out to all the invisible men out there. I didn't just wake up ugly, guys. I've been ugly my whole life. That's why when people are coming here with their makeover tips, trying to make me to look max, I'm like, you mean well, you swine. But let me take you back on history lane. I remember in high school, sophomore in high school, there was a guy named Anthony, but his nickname was Banks. Tall, light skin, and he had a grill. That was back in the days when Paul Wall had like a music video about grills, Nelly grills. So it was popular at that time. So Banks had grills, and all the girls in my classroom, every classroom I go to, really the whole school, they used to always talking about Banks, 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 Banks. How good looking he is. Like I'm in the classroom, I'm hearing them, I'm looking at them talking about Banks. Yeah, man, Banks is so fine. You know, he know how to dance. He's this, he's that, he's good looking. Banks, if you see this video, shout out to you, man. I'm not hating on you. Banks actually in sixth grade, we went to school together. From in sixth grade, he was actually a chubby kid. He had curly hair. He wasn't really popular. Then in sophomore, he was brand new. He came. He just came like, you know, I don't know if he went what type of boot camp he went to, but he went to school brand new. He was most muscular. He lost a lot of weight, and then he started, you know, braiding his hair. And then he had grilled. The ladies just love him. And they used to talk about him all the time in front of me. But I remember we had a new kid, a new light-skinned boy. The ladies started talking about him. He came from another school. He transferred to our school. That's over there at Lebanon High School in Nashville, Tennessee, in Lebanon. Now, his name was Bang. All the girls used to talk about two guys in that school, Banks and Bang. They was like, oh, have you seen that new kid? Have you seen that new boy? I'm in the classroom just watching them talking about that boy. They was like, yeah. And they was like, yeah, he's so cute. He's so fine. You know, whatever. They just used to brag on him. And that's back in the day when Chris Brown was kind of like popping. That's when he kind of like came out. 2006, 2007, you know, that's when he started popping. So I don't want to say Chris Brown put all the light skin dudes on, but that was kind of like the thing, you know, light skin, long hair, and grill. People, the ladies love guys like that. At that time, you know, I had low Cornwalls, sophomore here. So I was just listening to them bragging about that guy, about those two boys, Banks and Bang. How wonderful they are. But let's take it further. When I was in fifth grade, I had a best friend. No, fourth grade. Fourth and fifth grade. I had a good friend. He was my best friend. His name was JB. That was back in 98, 99. Now, JB was a good, handsome, light-skinned guy. He had a little air for. He's always speaking his air for. You know, he was very athletic. He was tall, and all the girls love him. They used to always talk about JB, how cute he is. But JB was really nice to me. I used to be jealous of him, of course. And girls used to come to me, and they used to literally give me notes to give to JB. They used to give me their numbers to give to JB. I mean, that's my homie. I wouldn't hate. I gave it to him, but you know, being friends with somebody that have the spotlight and it's like everybody want that person and you getting no love was like an experience. It was kind of like mind blowing, like, wow, that's how the world, it was kind of like a life lesson in a way, like, man, that's how the world works. So yeah, shout out to all the ugly friend out there. If you are the ugly friend, shout out to you. I have empathy for you. But yeah, JB was pretty cool with me. I used to hate on JB because he used to get all the love, all the girls love him. And he was just a natural poorly person. There is nothing that I could do to be like JB. But JB was a good guy. He was a good friend. Then I had to change school. We lost contact. I tried to track him down on social media. I could never find JB. JB, if you see this video, I would like to know how you doing, buddy. I haven't seen you since 4th grade. We went to Hermitage Elementary School together. Yeah. Or it could have been Cameron Middle School. Either one or the two. Or was it two rivers? Okay, it's either one of those two. It's either Hermitage, Cameron, or Two Rivers Middle School. Okay, I think it was Two Rivers because McGavitt School. Yeah, I think it was Two Rivers. So yeah, shout out to you, JB. I hope you're doing well. All right, what else? And then, so yeah, all my life I've been around girls who will literally brag and talk about guys right in front of me. That's just, and I'm not even talking about celebrities. I'm talking about people. I like people in real life that I work with. For another example, I had a job, a warehouse job I used to work at, and it was like where people can order clothes, kind of like Macy's, Dillard's, JCPenney, but it was like a warehouse. And there was a lot of people there that used to work there. And all the time, I used to hear girls hooking up with certain guy, girls talking about certain guy, about how good looking they are, how they crushing, they liking this guy, they liking that guy, and such and such. And you know, it's because all the time as men, we're always talking about girls we like. You know, like, oh, like she's fine, yeah, I will do that, I'll hit that, I'll do that. But to hear about girls talk that way about other men right in front of you, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of like it do hurt your low self-esteem. Like, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, you want to be liked, you want to be praised, you want to be like the other people. But nah, man, I always felt invisible to women. So that's why, I think that's why I'm always, excuse me, an introvert. That's why in school, I've always been to myself. I've always not fit in because I wasn't good in sport. I didn't join no clubs or nothing like that. It's like no matter where I go, I've always experienced people talking about other people right in front of me. Even in church, when I used to go to church, you know, doesn't matter, black church, white church, there used to always be, you know, a particular group of girls or women who was like, oh, such and such is just so handsome, you know, such and such is this, such and such is that. And then, you know, like I went to a school, there was a homie, a white guy, his name is Daniel. Everybody loved Daniel. He was actually very nice to me. Everybody loved Daniel. He was good in all the sports. He was a good guy. He was in the church group. And girls used to talk about Daniel all the time. And I go to church. Everybody loved Daniel. And I don't know. It's just that I didn't hate on Daniel because Daniel was nice to me. But I guess in a way, I kind of like was hating on him as far as like he had that privilege. I even went to his house, you know. He had like trophies from young age. He was good at that sport, baseball, basketball, four-wheeler, dirt bike. You know, he just had it. And, you know, me and him, we used to go outside, play ball. You know, he'll catching it, he's throwing it for, and I'm dropping this stuff. I'm not catching it. He was just a good kid. So I don't blame people for liking him. He was just born with it. But yeah, but me personally, I've always felt invisible to women. Uh, like I was not the type of guy that somebody be like, "Hey, they're talking about you. Hey, they're questioning on you." Now I have situation where I had friends that be like, "Hey, such and such like you," but and I used to be stuck because I didn't know what I used to do because it wasn't like something that regular that used to happen to me. So when it did happen, randomly or sometime, it happened a few times. Uh, I remember I was in seventh grade and they used to tell me this girl think I was cute. I was like, wow, that's new. I was like, so that's how it feel like. And but I was kind of stuck because I didn't have game. I didn't know how to pursue her. So I used to just kind of like go to her side of the school between classes to see what she looked like. But I used to act, like I used to act I used to act like I'm playing hard to get because I just didn't know what to do. I was like, oh yeah, she's cool, she's cool. She was actually a good looking girl. I was like, she's cool, she's alright, but I didn't really know what to do. Um, and then I remember in that grade, so I was like, so that's how the pretty boys feel every day, all day. That was just one girl. I'm talking about they got the whole school after them. I remember in that grade, yeah, it had to be ninth grade. Um, I was dating this white girl, and she broke up with me. And there's this other girl, another white girl. She was okay looking. She had big chest, not too big, but she was perfect. And then her friend was like, my friend like you. And I was like blushing, but I didn't really know what to do because I was not used to it. I was not used to it. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, okay, tell her we can start next week. She was like, start. I was like, what was this? Is some type of job? But we didn't really get together. Nothing like because I was shy. I just didn't know what to do. But other than that, and then of course, like I would have people come up to me and be like, such and such like you, such and such think you're cute, you know. It's usually that because me, I used to always get rejected, so I was like, huh, why bother? So it's easier, even as an adult, it's easier when a woman approach me. Us ugly folks, it's easier when a woman like us. It's not what about what we like. And I'm gonna make a video. To be fair with you, all men get rejected. Now some men have older women, like a lot of women like some find them attractive, of course. Most men get rejected more than other men, but there's some not there are some women who rejected a man at some point. But now because of my look, because of my who I am, I always like even till today, I always and that makes sense. I always put energy, and that's a line, on people that likes me. Instead of me wasting my time, my energy on people who don't like me, trying to get to like me, I will just wait and say who like me, and I take it from there. Even on dating apps now, I don't just, I just swap whoever I match with if something cool, but I'm not like, definitely not cold approaching nobody. I'm not cold approaching nobody. But where I was at? Yeah, so it's really like my love life is really me shooting my shot. It's really liking. I like who likes me. I don't want who wants me, cause as a man, really, I like everybody. I want everybody. It's like, but I feel like men like everybody, but women only like some men. And but yeah, where if I'm ever in a group of people, whether it's church, whether it's school, whether it's work, women always. I always find myself where women are talking about other men right in front of me, bragging, and stuff like that. It always been like that my whole life. And it do like hurt my feelings. It do make me feel less than, but it's reality. It's reality. It's our life is that people are attracted to attractive men. From school, from elementary school, middle school, high school, to even adult. Or college to even adult in the real world. That's just how it is. Like, people always been gossiping about such and such looking good, teachers looking good, other students looking good, you know, manager, supervisor looking good. It's always been like that. And I'm just like, you know. But shout out to all the invisible / ugly men out there. We can relate. Till the next video, guys, keep your head up.